Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning, and that, for that matter, a great day. Today I'm planning on playing more Genshin Impact. I'm doing the new event, Hues of the Violet Garden. I'm continuing on from last time. Last time we based off one of the 5 poets from the new, or from the past, Inazuma, to based it on Venti, the bard. Based on them having very similar to failures and being drunkards and stuff. So this time I think I'm gonna go do the Klee quest, and then I was gonna continue on with either the finding out who the next poet was or doing whatever the 5 poets quest thing was. But let's get into the video. Like I explained last time, we were going to look after Klee. Because Klee, we had just got given a quest by Albedo to look after Klee, since Klee's, new to Inazuma. She doesn't know much about the place, so we figured it would be a smart idea to let her, roam about. I don't know why we decided that a kid with bombs was allowed to roam around the town of Inazuma, but that's called ramen, Klee.
Miss Honorary Knight, look at this noodly soup. It's so pretty.
There's
so many nice things inside.
Just wait till you figure out in the future. We figure out how to freeze dry it and then add water onto it and cook it in a minute.
It's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Actually, it's Tokutsu ramen.
Those yellow and red thingies on that plate.
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
Tri-flavored skewers? Why would you want 3 separate flavors? I did not know.
And what about
I assume it's different types of fish and stuff.
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one before?
No, she's not from Inazuma.
Yeah. Tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
They are, Klee. Trust me. Maybe not
Sure
egg rolls. I'm not a big fan of
Guess you're
eggs.
not from
But
around here if you haven't tried any of these before.
nope.
Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuman food.
Really? But Master Jean said I shouldn't go taking other people's things.
Well,
So that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance just seems kind of wrong.
don't take his Mora, or I'll cook it myself.
Oh,
I'll cook it myself.
I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend.
Oh yeah.
How come you know how to make egg rolls?
I know how to make a lot of things.
Piece of cake for this gal. Why don't you make some for Klee and Iwao?
Sure. I'll throw some together for you too, Paimon.
Wow, Paimon is so touched. You're learning.
I like how you're learning. Everything up until this moment is like super cute, and then that last bit is like super spiteful. Thanks to Paimon. We'll be waiting for our egg rolls. Don't mind me. I'm just, stealing your business idea. They're right in front of you. No, don't mind me. Auto cook, like, I don't know. Did they say 5? I'll cook 10. I even ended up with some dubious ones. Give Klee and them the dubious egg rolls. I'm only allowed to give you 3 perfected egg rolls. Sorry if you guys suck at cooking. Apparently you can't partake in this event.
You really can cook them. You're awesome, ma'am.
Yeah, I can. I can cook a lot more than just that.
So yummy.
I don't know if I'd agree, Klee.
Yep. It's delicious. Traveler, you are the best.
Aww.
Yeah,
Thanks,
these egg
Paimon.
rolls are pretty good, but I still think Yoimiya's are better.
Damn.
Who is Yoimiya? She makes egg rolls too?
She runs a fireworks shop.
Yoimiya can do anything. She tells stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks, and gives us candy too.
Yeah.
Mia's pretty much the best and most awesome person
Klee,
ever.
I think you could learn a lot from Yoimiya.
For me, the best, most awesome person in the world is my mom. And Klee knows loads of other great people too, like Mr. Albedo, Miss Honorary Knight, Master Jean, Kaya.
I don't know if Kaya's in that list.
Surely she's not going to name everyone she knows.
Oh, well, I don't know any of those people. But anyways, I still want to introduce you to Yoimiya. If you want, I'll take you to find her.
Call it a
In
date.
most festivals,
I'll
Yoimiya's
just be a
so busy that
chaperone.
you can never find her. But this festival's different. She has free time, so she can play with us.
Wow, she has free time? That's a first.
Seems like she hasn't been in a great mood recently. But maybe seeing you will cheer her up.
Maybe it will.
Okay, let's go
Why
play
the
with
hell is
Yoimiya.
Yoimiya not in a good mood? Anyone want to give me a good explanation? Like, did something bad happen? As her friend, can I do anything? Gotta keep everyone up on their toes. Gotta come from the opposite side you were on.
Don't be sad. Oh, I know. Let me tell you something that'll cheer you up. Yesterday, I won 3 beetle fights in a row against that guy with the horns on his head.
Ito?
Wow, Matsuzaka. Nice work. It's not easy to beat Ito.
Yeah, definitely not
Don't
at
worry,
all.
Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Iridori festival, but there are still lots of other fun things to do.
Is that seriously the only reason why she's
No.
bummed?
Thanks, you guys. It's just that fireworks are banned in the city for a few days. I'm not that upset, really.
Yoimiya, it's me. I
And
want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her. Wait, what's your name again?
Klee.
Klee! My name is Klee.
Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganahara Fireworks.
Ooh.
Hello.
I love the cute
Klee, you're
outfit,
cute.
the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack. Wow, it's really well made.
Yeah.
That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring me good luck.
Really? That's awesome. I bet everyone would love one of those.
Yeah. Good luck is
Also, that little
very
bird in
useful.
your backpack is super cute too.
That's Dodoko, my best
Dodoko.
friend. We always go fish blasting together in Starfell Lake.
Fish
Oh,
blast and
Dodoko?
thing.
What an interesting name. I really like it.
Yep. My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it rides the wind and goes off on a big
Ooh.
adventure.
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee, your mom sounds like a very cool person.
Honestly?
My mom is the
Why
best
haven't we
and
met
most
Klee's
awesome
mom?
person ever. And Yoimiya, Iwao was right. You're a really cool person too.
I like how she's totally
Thanks,
not
Klee.
realized that me
I feel
and
like we really get each other. We'll be great friends, I'm sure.
It's so heartwarming watching these two chat away.
like it just
Hey,
looks like she
hey.
didn't even notice.
Since you like 4-leaf clover so much, why don't I make a firework with a 4-leaf clover pattern and set it off for you?
Yeah! And after the fireworks, we can go fish blasting with Dodoko. Hold on a second. Fish blasting?
No explosions are
I was
allowed.
pretty clear about that.
Oh, oops. I get so excited that I completely forgot about that. The folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed in Inazuma during the Iridori Festival.
Mmm.
It's not allowed, but... Aww. Hey, come on. You just made a new friend. This is a happy occasion.
I like how once again Yoimiya has just been exactly ignoring me this entire time. Don't be sad.
We still have loads of things we can do.
Let's check out the Dory
Just like
Festival.
Seika said, there are lots of fun things to do.
What
I
do you
mean-
say, Klee? Sounds like the Iridori Festival could be a real blast.
A real blast.
Okay then, let's go.
I could imagine these two being great friends. I mean, as much friends as a chaperone is to taking care of children, but Yoimiya would be a good chaperone for Klee. Make sure that her explosions are safe Don't hurt anyone. Don't catch any buildings on fire. Preferably not that many. The venue?
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai?
What?
Oh, what a long name. Must be a new one. I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
By Kawabunga Iki. Yoimiya, this is a really strange name.
Yeah.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Ike.
Kayabuki Ike.
Outlander Brigade is a new series of mine, and When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai is the first volume.
Okay.
Outlander's Big Raid? Is it a story about the best of friends? Papa says that every good story has to have best friends in it.
I mean...
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches in one of my novels. This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears.
Definitely not cliches in their own right.
A stubborn samurai's path to the truth. This is the kind of story that needs to be told.
Oh, is that right? Well, I'm not sure that's a very, suitable story for Klee. We might keep looking around.
Hey, miss, don't go. Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
Dude, you seem desperate. No. Oh, I get to actually walk around with Klee and Yoimiya for a short brief period of time.
Flowers for Princess Fischl.
Oh.
It's Fischl's story.
That's right. Flowers for Princess Fischl. Have you read this book before, Klee?
Nope, but I know Fischl's story. Fischl always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the Adventurers Guild knows. It's just like how me and Todoko are always together.
Yeah.
I wonder if Todoko is getting bored now.
Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped. There are a lot of flammable items at the festival, and we have to be careful not to start a fire.
Can't we, like, go into, like, the mountains or something? I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. Just make sure there's, like...
There must be plenty of things you can do with Dodoko besides lighting fireworks and going fish blasting.
Yeah, like, blowing up fish is kind of...
Like,
painting, writing stories.
Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
Yeah, it's a perfect occasion for storytelling.
The Irodori Festival is a place for putting your work on display. You could show Dodoko's story for everyone here.
Oh, yeah.
Bingo!
Dodoko.
That idea, Klee?
I mean, how many ideas does...
Mr. Albedo taught me how to paint. I can paint the story of Dodoko's adventure in Inazuma.
I mean, I guess.
Very imaginative. I think it's a
I
great
love
idea.
your eyes. I know that's random.
We could even
But she's
put the
got
finished
pretty
story
beautiful
on display at the
eyes.
festival.
Yay, great! Dodoko will
Wouldn't
be
mind
so
if I
happy.
stole them.
Perfect. Okay, so I have some paper, paintbrushes, and paint at the shop. Let's go to the shop and paint your story there.
Yay! Let's go, let's go!
I mean, Yoimiya seems to be doing pretty well with the whole being entertained by taking care of a small child.
Run so fast when they're...
Well, we're here.
Klee and I just had a discussion, and we've decided...
What?
We're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys for now.
Why?
Obviously, I can't tell you why. Or... you'll see. Don't worry. Keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop. We'll be here when you get back.
I mean,
Come on,
you
Olivia,
are,
we should get
you know,
going.
a
Let's go
chaperone, I
inside and
guess.
start painting. Oh, Paimon was hoping that we could all paint together. So unfair.
I mean, it's not that unfair, Paimon.
Actually, Paimon's got an idea. Come on, let's go around to the windows and take a sneaky peek.
I don't get to say no.
So, what does Dodoko do?
Dodoko goes to eat tri-flavored skewers, tonkatsu ramen, and egg rolls.
Ooh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? It looks beautiful! Once you're done painting,
I
let's go get
mean,
it printed. We'll print a whole bunch of copies and go hand them out at the festival. Although it'll cost a lot more to get it printed. Let me see if I've got enough saved up.
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some more. Look.
50 more is probably not quite enough. Well, if we don't have enough, we can ask the Traveler for ideas.
This honorary knight has helped a lot already. I don't want to trouble her. So, I think I should just go fish blasting to earn some more.
No.
No fish blasting.
Okay,
Come on,
Yoimiya, I
Traveler
can
said
trust
so.
you.
Oh, then we've got no choice. We'll have to go see Mr. Albedo.
Who's Mr. Albedo?
He's my older brother. He's super duper smart. He can do anything.
He really, I don't know about anything, but he
And
really
knows
can do
how
a
to
lot.
paint, too. He paints Hilly Churls, Kaya, and even Dodoko. That's why he came to Inazuma this time, to do paintings for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Then I guess Mr. Albedo must be an artist working with the iPublishing House.
Yes, he is,
An
actually.
artist? Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. One as an alchemist, teaching Sucrose alchemy, and the other as an artist, doing paintings for people.
It's more like a hobby of his.
Yoimiya, let me show you
But-
something. Mr. Albedo taught me you can paint Dodoko's color like...
Wow, I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and Klee, you fill in Dodoko's colors.
Oh.
Hey, you can even write the story over here to explain what's happening in the painting.
Okay, let's write this.
Oh.
Oh.
Shoot! Paimon didn't hear the last part.
Too bad, Paimon. I'm not the type to.
Dodoko sure had a lot of fun in Inazuma.
Yeah.
Those two sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodoko. They couldn't be happier.
Maybe.
Now, we have to get Dodoko's story printed. Come on, let's go to the iPublishing House.
Ooh. What are we gonna go there? Are we gonna say Albedo did something?
Please speak to President Sung.
Well, wouldn't we have to use his pen name, Calax?
Here we are. This is the Yai Publishing House.
Uh-huh.
That publishing house. Ooh, it's Auntie Aratani. I know Auntie Aratani.
Oh?
Auntie? Who's that calling me Auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Calx.
Yes.
How can I help you, little girl?
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get Dodoko's story printed so that everybody can see it?
Dodoko? Oh, so you've been writing a story, huh? Is Dodoko the main character?
I mean, I'd suppose
Not
so.
only that, Dodoko is also real. Look.
Dodoko?
Huh? I don't quite understand.
We'd better explain this to her.
You see, Klee doesn't know that Dodoko
I
isn't real.
see. Oh, I'd love to help you make this wish come true, but I'm
But
sorry. The deadline has passed for accepting printing orders for the Iridori Festival.
ooh.
Auntie, are you saying Dodoko won't be able to meet everyone after all?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Klee, don't be upset.
I could literally
me
just
and
go
the
talk to
Traveler?
Yabiko, and
Something.
Yabiko would make it happen, but that's if Yabiko wasn't gonna be coy about the whole thing. Yeah, we'll find a way.
Miss Aratani, is there any way at all we can still get this printed? We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help with the printing, I can pitch in.
Miss Yoimiya, I understand your sentiment, but I'm afraid it's not as simple as that.
Oh?
We've been printing many people's personal works for this festival, and a lot of the books are already well behind schedule. The printing press is already working overtime to try and catch up. At a time like this, We really can't squeeze any more jobs in.
Yikes.
Do.
Hmm.
Like we might have to give up on this idea.
No, I won't let that happen. I remember this one time when I was little. Pop said he'd take me to the festival, but he was so busy with work that he forgot all about it.
Ah.
I waited and kept wondering when Pops was finally gonna take me there. Eventually, people started coming home from the festival. That night, I cried miserably. To this day, I still remember how sad I felt.
I feel like every kid has that experience.
If we can't get it printed, then we'll just have to find our own way. I can paint. Over the next few days, I'll paint as many as I can. Then we'll take those to the festival.
My. Mia has quite a determined spirit. I like it very much.
It's Nico and Albedo too.
We heard everything.
Like I said, I could literally go talk to Yabiko. It'd be like that. Like, I mean, yeah, like homies.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the rules. Plus, we really are quite behind schedule with the printing. But our mission at Yai Publishing House is to bring dreams and happiness to the masses. It would be a crying shame if we couldn't even help one adorable little girl fulfill her wish.
Honestly, that'd be miserable.
Yoimiya, little girl, you can print your book, but on one condition. Okay?
Of course, Lady Guji. Just tell us. Whatever this condition is, I am ready to face it.
Dear me, it's nothing that horrendous. You make it sound like I'm some sort of wicked witch.
I mean, you kind of are a bit sly as a fox.
If you want to get your work printed now, there is only one way. You have to combine it with another print.
Oh.
However, there is only a small amount of space remaining in the book in question. Your book is too big, so you have to reduce it to about half the size to make it fit.
Huh.
Is this a sacrifice that you're willing to make?
Goody, Lady Guji is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size. Are you okay with that?
Probably.
I am. Thanks, Miss Gucci Lady.
Gucci Lady.
What an adorable little girl. Well, that settles it. Aratani, make sure it gets printed with tonight's batch.
Ooh.
Yes, Lady I. I'll get right on it.
It was very cool of her. Her ears are so cute.
Combining the prints is a plausible solution, but it'll cause a lot of extra work for the printing press. I am terribly sorry about that.
No problem. Just think of it as my greeting gift for little Klee. Besides, the Yai Publishing House will need your help with the illustrations again next time, Mr. Calx. You could also consider it as my investment in you.
An
All right,
investment.
I won't disturb you two any longer. Bye-bye now.
Thank you, yay.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly. Now, we just need to wait for an update from the Yai Publishing House.
Yoimiya, Traveler. Thank you for keeping Klee so exceptionally well entertained for me.
Gladly.
No worries.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Klee is family, after all.
You should definitely spend some time with her. I mean, you may not be biologically related, but you should still spend more time. I wonder which story we're combining it with. Hopefully it's like some children's book or something.
Look, Miss Honorary.
That would be amazing.
Auntie Aratani brought us todo gusto.
Now we can
Oh?
finally see what secrets Klee and Yoimiya were keeping from us.
Keeping.
Oh, it's really nothing that exciting.
I mean,
It's the story of Todoko and me.
it's something you
And
did.
me. And you guys.
Of course. You put me in the story? Holy crap, this is actually pretty long. That is amazingly done. That's great illustration work from a child. The Miss Honorary Knight is how she refers to me. Kind of cute. Once again, the art is just amazing in this book. Yeah, that's great.
Paimon's in the story too! This is Paimon's first time featuring in a printed book! Woohoo! Paimon's gonna be famous!
I don't know if it's that easy, Paimon.
It's the story of everyone's big happy adventure with Dodoko.
I mean, Paimon, you are literally the companion of the savior of the world. Don't you think that makes you famous enough already?
Lady Yai wanted me to inform you that since this book was printed together with another work, there are many more copies than you may have anticipated. We
Oh.
won't charge you a printing fee, but in exchange, the extra copies of your book will be included as a free gift with purchases of the other book. Is that okay with you?
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? I mean, it's fine by us. But what does the author of the book think?
Huh.
Actually, the book that yours was printed with is called the Tevat Travel Guide.
Hey! That's Mommy's book!
Yeah.
So, Klee's mother is a writer?
I mean, I'm not that surprised. She's the Adventure Guild's head.
Klee's mother, Alice, is a renowned
Yeah.
adventurer in Tevat, and the Inazuma edition of her popular Tevat Travel Guide series is set to be released imminently.
Ooh, the third part?
Lady Yae has already decided on how to promote it. A joint endeavor by Tevat's biggest and best mother-daughter adventure duo. It's sure to be a huge hit.
Yeah, honestly?
Paimon knew it! Mika would never do anything for free!
Of course not.
A typical move by Lady Yai.
She is a witch after all.
Wasn't it?
Yep! I'm super happy because my book gets to be released together with Mommy's book. It's like me and Mommy going on an adventure together. Oh, I'm so glad I came. The Iridori Festival is the best!
I'm glad I made Klee happy. And I get Let's Go Dodaka. That's amazing. Time to continue on with the other quest, though.
The passenger ship from Liyue that we're supposed to meet should be arriving soon. Let's go to the docks.
Oh, so Liwei's the next ship.
Xingqiu will be on board, right?
I was really
So we should
curious.
be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
Oh, Xingqiu. I was really curious because, you know, we've only been to 3 nations so far. So what are the other 4? 2? 3? The other 3 shipments
You
be?
must be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Iridori Festival. We'll be your guides and we'll take you onto the island. Huh? Is it Paimon or have we met somewhere before?
Oh, you're the dude, the
Yes, in
geologist.
fact, we have. I'm Xu from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship, we have calligraphers, painters, and even players of Theater Mechanicus.
I think
The
so,
inventor
at
of
least.
Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested, the master still wanted to support them.
You're the you're
We
the
heard that
dude
they'd
from
be
the
demonstrating the game and letting
Mechanicus.
people try Theater Mechanicus at the Iridori Festival. So the guild manager instructed Master
Am I
and
gonna
to
be
take the
forced to do
opportunity
Theater
come to Inazuma
Mechanicus?
and investigate the product's potential.
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Well, Master, he's,
Whoa, Xingqiu's just sitting there, sound asleep.
Wow.
What? Oh. It's the Traveler and Paimon. I presume you are guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross once again.
I mean, I'm more of your guide than
Oh,
a guest.
we're not actually guests. We're actually guides for the Iridori Festival.
How are you doing?
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When I
Ooh, a
finally
novel.
realized what time it was, the first rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon.
Makes sense.
Yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we?
Yes.
Huh? That's odd.
What's
There
wrong?
was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange. I don't recall seeing it there before.
Does it have to happen to be a poem about one of the Kaizen? Oh yeah, it's the second. Cool. So you're definitely gonna be the second
There's
person
no doubt about
put
it. It's
into
from the
the.
same series as the story we
Yeah.
found before.
Let's
Even
give
the
it.
handwriting
Let's
looks
bring it to
exactly the same.
Calx. 100%
The
his
story
name.
you found before?
Oh yeah, in the warehouse down by the by the poem hunt competition.
What?
Yeah, that's it.
Paimon?
A friend of ours is on retail to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen. You know, as part of the Iridori Festival. Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen have been hidden in various places nearby.
Okay, Paimon.
If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model for the next portrait.
Ooh.
Moment. So you mean that...
He's on to us. It's terrible at making stories.
From the spot like that.
Paimon,
chance of meeting
you're funny.
Calx in person?
Yes.
Huh? Oh, yeah. You could say that.
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Calx would attend the Irodori Festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus. Just a few days later, word then came that Calx would be busy painting portraits of the 5 Kasen during the festival. It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So, I felt quite disappointed for some time now.
Yeah, that would have been horrible. You've been writing stuff and working with Calx for so long.
Still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However,
Ooh.
the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Calx's beautiful illustrations.
I can imagine.
Calx is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with great alacrity. I heard that it took him merely a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest chapter. But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed.
He's
His
quick,
work is
but
truly
he's
exquisite.
also, he needs
Oh
a
my,
certain level
I
of
was beginning to get carried
inspiration.
away there. Let us depart. Quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Xingqiu's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's just hope we don't let anything slip while meeting Albedo.
Of course not. That would be very bad. Well, Calx, buddy. Definitely Calx is your name.
How are you? And who is this accompanying you?
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword,
That.
Forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
No, that would be most improper.
How so?
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names.
Yeah.
Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Xingqiu act this awkward
It is
before
a
either.
real eye-opener for sure. Yeah, seeing them... He's
Yes,
acting a little
it's
weird.
certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that.
How so?
Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Poet?
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kasen? Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, yes, that's right.
Hopefully.
Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Ooh, do we get to see another cutscene?
Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
And-
Well, about...
Do you have other plans, Xingqiu?
Oh?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
You've been here
Sure.
before?
Unfortunately, today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
Oh?
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu Restaurant.
Okay.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Yeah, no.
No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Oh, did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your
Xingqiu was acting a little suspicious. Maybe...
Hey, what are you two talking
I
about?
don't know.
You read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Oh?
Read them together? Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person.
Oh.
Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Xingqiu himself?
Huh.
No way! That can't be right! Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
Yeah, no.
That is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's Chazuke?
Yeah, like, why?
Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's
Yeah, he's been here before. Wait, and didn't he say that it was a hard time getting here?
Saying that Xingqiu has already been in Inazuma for some time, and that he's only pretending he just arrived?
Yeah.
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
How could Xingqiu be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it?
Yeah, what the heck is with that?
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now. I do have some understanding of his character. I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Yeah. Maybe it has to do with his father?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to detect anyone following or eavesdropping on us. I think it should be safe for us to talk there.
Yeah, okay.
I'm relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
Got it.
Good.
I will definitely
Let's
pay
head to Uyu
attention to the whole... Xingqiu might be in danger. That is something else. But yeah, like I was questioning at the docks, I wonder who the heck could be on the third boat? If the second boat is Leeway and the first
It
boat
seems
is
clear for the
Mondstadt.
moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
Oh, this whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Xingqiu gets here?
We talk to him normally?
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth.
Yeah.
Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
Okay, maybe talk to a couple other guests, see if he's ever been here before. Well, how many other guests are there? Yoda?
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
Okay.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
Yeah.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Oh?
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Xingqiu be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat?
Is that like a deal breaker? Like what do you mean it? What's the problem with it being super neat? Is Xingqiu's handwriting not pretty neat?
Hi, do you
Or it's the fact that they know his handwriting's pretty neat.
Why, of course. I personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past 2 days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather
Wasn't it raining outside?
has been bad these past few days?
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here. They couldn't do anything but sleep the entire trip.
Oh.
Oh, this might be some useful information.
He was sleeping. I guess I speak to Albedo now. Albedo, what do you think of this whole thing?
Talk about when Xingqiu gets here?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations.
Mm-hmm.
If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Albedo's a really intelligent person. His ability to deduct things is very great.
Like the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
Uh-huh.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Xingqiu and see if he says anything useful.
Yeah, maybe.
We could start by asking him about the journey.
Regarding the journey? Talk about the book he read during the ride.
What book were you reading on the way here?
Yeah, good question.
I was reading a novel called Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was sent to me by my editor.
Huh.
Did you feel dizzy while reading on the ship?
It was nothing I couldn't handle. Don't forget, I'm proficient in the arts of the Guhua clan.
Guhua.
That being said, there were
funny
quite
word,
a few
but
people aboard who felt seasick.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything suspicious about what he said so far.
Yeah. The prying was pretty interesting. Talk about his thoughts regarding the journey.
I've never embarked on such a long journey before. Though I was quite excited when we set off, the long days at sea quickly became most monotonous.
Oh.
Speaking of the journey, did anything noteworthy happen along the way?
Yeah, good question.
Well, to be honest, I spent most of the trip with my nose in a novel.
Wouldn't his novel have gotten wet if he was reading out in the rain? Just a thought, like,
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient.
Oh.
So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma,
I think he just revealed his hand there.
To have a look.
If it was a stormy weather, how are you able
the ship
to?
sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far.
There were stuff really suspicious.
Right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
Yeah,
we learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Xingqiu.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel.
Oh.
My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential.
Yeah, as a creator, when you don't perform well, it doesn't feel great. Yeah, I can.
Feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so...
Risks?
I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself. Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Did you focus more on the scenery?
Change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
Well, of course
Well,
not.
There was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma. So, logically speaking, there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like.
Yeah.
Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden?
What's with the facade?
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened.
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword
Also-
will only be revealed at the Irodori Festival.
Also,
Even
your
we, the
books would have been
creators,
wet
received a
while you were
sample copy.
reading.
If that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
Well,
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you?
Yeah.
Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
no, please. You misunderstand me.
Misunderstanding.
I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all. I did, in fact, come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this.
Oh.
Oh, well, if this isn't a coincidence.
What the heck are you doing here,
everyone
Betty?
here?
Huh? Tone-deaf Bard, what are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
He does have some fine age
I
wine.
knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings.
Oh?
I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword. You needn't worry about it any longer.
Oh.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Oh. He forgot about it. He didn't know.
Say something I shouldn't have?
Yes.
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Apologies, Kujo Sara didn't mention a name. But I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Gladly. Sorry, Kujo-Sara, but I'm here to prevent
Please,
another
wait.
one of your arrests.
Onodera is innocent.
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword. I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
No need to worry, Xingqiu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh.
Oh, phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
I don't know.
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Uh-huh.
Xingqiu looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
I bet it has something to do with the signatures.
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret. In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
Oh?
No, Xingqiu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone, please let me explain.
Okay,
At the
explain.
Irodori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors.
Uh-huh.
Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yai publishing house, but Lady Yai also gave me a lot of support.
Uh-huh.
However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Xingqiu.
How so?
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point. So signing events are really not my forte.
Yeah.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Xingqiu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution. So these past few days, Xingqiu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough.
Yikes.
So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Xingqiu could use these
makes
few
a lot
days
of
to sign
sense
them all.
now. That also explains why Venti wasn't
I never
suspicious.
expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse. To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Xingqiu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess.
So I guess he technically did steal his own books and give it to someone else. So
Onodera,
technically
I agreed to
the
your
slip
proposal
didn't
because
lie.
I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures.
Oh.
At a previous event, the Yai Publishing House had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display. I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event.
Dude, I totally relate to this. I've done this exact thing. I've like practiced my signature on like at Tedium, and then at the very end like done a very eloquent signature and then had to repeat that signature, and every time I do it now I'm just like so sloppy. I'm like, whatever.
But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
Yeah, that's right. Venti, it's you being drunk all the time.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
We should probably be heading back to
Should have informed people ahead of time. Like it shouldn't be that hard to just do so before, but whatever. So we're here to explain it wasn't actually theft.
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
He was. He just took the books.
Sorry for all the trouble that
beforehand.
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier? If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
Oh, yeah.
We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Xingqiu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished perhaps 1/10 of the signatures.
That also explains why he was sleeping at the docks.
Oh, no wonder Xingqiu looked so sleepy today.
I understand. Murata, go back to Yai Publishing House and get Aratani to book a room on the 2nd floor of the Uyu restaurant. We'll be using it for Xingqiu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother is a calligrapher. Should I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
That would be
Yes,
amazing.
good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today.
Oh?
We've worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Xingqiu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
Yes.
Even though Xingqiu still has to deal with his handwriting
But like,
issue,
you can write fast. You just...
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its...
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
Yeah.
You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Honestly, who the heck is that?
What are you talking about?
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Xingqiu yet.
Yeah, no. Explaining the whole thing would probably make a lot of
see.
sense.
It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books. Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well? Not
Yeah.
only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, your proposal is very reasonable.
Yeah, and it's very, good.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself, This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Who the heck is Akahito?
Albedo really is something. He finished the
Maybe
portrait
he's the
of
next
Aoi no Okina in no
Kasen.
time at all. Wonder how Xingqiu's calligraphy training is going at Uyu.
Probably good, but
Do you think whoever left those stories for
miserable.
us could be hiding somewhere nearby?
It's it's very possible.
Oh, hello? Mr. Storywriter? Are you here? Could you please help Xingqiu with something? He's a friend of ours, and the release of his new book is super important to him.
It's a cat?
What's that sound? It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves that easily.
Maybe it's
It's
yay.
getting late now. Well, let's go back and get some rest. We still have to go to the docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Oh? I don't think I know those pants. I wouldn't suppose I could just walk over there and see them. That would be kind of funny if I could just casually walk up. You know, they're not there. Always out of reach. Inches away. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it today. I'm gonna get back to this and I'm gonna try to like rush through the next few sections. Probably do 2 parts per day and then cover all the little mini games and stuff, that all of the minor stuff in one episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you know what to do, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Goodbye.